Welcome to the Liminal Open Codex. Welcome back to the Liminal Codex. This is Anna, and I'm not entirely sure where exactly we're going with this reading, but you know what? I got plenty of. I've started looking into meteorological apps, weather apps, and I have one on my computer. And the number of storm warnings that came up, I don't know why, but Spirit was really calling me to. Maybe some of you work with a storm spirit deity. Maybe you are drawn to storms in general. Maybe it's something that fascinates you. There is a feeling of a storm that is brewing, and I know that we can all sort of feel this energy coming to a head. And so I wanted to take a look specifically at what we might expect. So this is from my deck that I have, which is the 22 major arcana that are based on the Tree of Life, the Kabbalah. So we have the Tower, and I do want to take a look. I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to actually read from the guidebook. So the Tower, the Hebrew letter Peh, meaning mouth. So something that is spoken. Lightning strikes the tower's crown, casting figures from its heights. Violent, brilliant light, white-hot destruction. The tower crumbles, illusions shatter, false structures collapse. This is necessary destruction, the catastrophe that clears ground for truth. And we're really coming up on this time. Mars energy. The tower is the lightning bolt of divine intervention that destroys whatever you've built on false foundations. It's sudden, violent, devastating, and absolutely necessary. Peh means mouth, the utterance of truth that destroys lies. The tower teaches that some structures must be demolished, some beliefs must be shattered, some towers must fall so they can be built on solid ground. When the tower appears, brace yourself. Everything you thought was stable is about to reveal its fragility. This is not punishment. It's liberation through destruction. You can't build authentic truths on false foundations. Stop resisting. So working with this card, how to work with this card. Stop resisting the collapse. Stop trying to shore up structures that are meant to fall. The tower teaches you that sometimes the kindest thing the universe can do is destroy your illusions violently before you waste more years building on sand. And that's really interesting because we're pulling into a time whenever we have those illusions being questioned, called into the light of day. We just went through, not very long ago, the double eclipses, solar and lunar, and those will occur again here in the fall. In the interim, we have the spring equinox. Make sure that you watch that reading, guys. And it's a very poignant time in which we're going to see that some things are not meant to. Some things are not meant to stay standing. We are meant to speak the truth, even if it means humbling ourselves and saying, I made a mistake. I was pulled to the Mystic Mouse. I'm not getting any, my chakras are not activating with this deck. So I am going to pull another. I think I'm going to go with the, yes. Okay. So we are going to go with the Gnostic, very apropos. So this is the graphite gnosis. So, and gnosis is a blending of things. It is it's like taking everything holistically and putting it all together. And not being blind to, because you have reservations, and a lot of you are saying, but I don't want anything to fall apart. Maybe the very thing that you are not wanting to fall apart is the thing that needs to fall. Maybe it's an ideal. Maybe it's a belief system that you always believed in. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a job. It could really be anything. So let's take a look at this. What changes are we asked to embrace? Okay, we do have the Two of Pentacles. There's something here that I feel like you could waste a lot of time. The thing with the Two of Pentacles is that there's an infinity loop that connects the two pentacles. Conceivably, you could continue weighing your options until the cows come home. Or they don't. Or they wander off and go someplace else. It doesn't matter. You can stall for time, wasting plenty of it, determining whether or not an idea is stable. Sometimes the best way to figure that out is to plant the seed or choose a direction. Make a choice. In other words, just make a choice. Stick with it. Whenever you drop one of those pentacles, you have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Chariot here. Okay. Moving forward toward truth, toward success and victory. This is Cancerian energy. This is, and will be in Cancerian energy in March, I believe. Okay. No. March. Not March. Aries, May, June, July. June into July. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, prepare to move forward with the Chariot, Cancerian energy. Okay, see where you have Cancerian energy in your chart. I feel like that's significant for some reason. Cancerian is water energy. It could be very heart-based. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, this is about sovereignty. This is about investing in yourself. This is your own private garden. This is Venus in Virgo. Whatever this is that you need to change, whatever this is that needs to dissolve, whatever this illusion is that you have been kind of weighing the odds on and saying, do I really want to move forward on this? Is this just an illusion? I feel like you're being asked to take into consideration whether or not this is for your best and highest good, the Nine of Pentacles. Give me more on this Two of Pentacles, please. The Two of Pentacles. Okay. The Four of Wands. What is home? What does home feel like to you? What fills you with a sense of satisfaction? The Queen of Wands, yeah. What is it that you've been nurturing here in a capacity of creativity? What feels safe? What feels like home to you? Could you get outside of whatever this, it may mean leaving this place of safety and security to take active action on something that you've been nurturing internally? The Seven of Swords, yeah, okay. The Queen of Cups and the Tower, there we go. I feel like if you continue second guessing these emotions that you have been nurturing for whatever this is, it's going to be made very clear to you. Whether by something that is spoken, something that calls out to you, something that can no longer be ignored. The emotions, it feels like, can no longer be ignored. The passion can no longer be ignored. The moon underneath this Cancerian and Piscean energy. The illusion. I feel like this has been standing in your way, almost acting as a self-sabotaging mechanism, but I don't know what is next. Okay. Well, sometimes the only way to get out of that comfort zone is to take active action on it. The Queen of Wands really does not care what anyone thinks. What about the Chariot? This is active action, for real. The Four of Swords. Okay, for some of you, you're being asked to really heal. You're being asked to retreat into solitude or to heal within. This is giving me very much a centering kind of a... I mean, the fact that she is, yes, in a yoga pose, but also the Five of Wands down here. It's been an uphill battle. This is man versus nature. It's man versus outside forces, whatever that is. You may be feeling like you have been pushing something uphill for quite some time. With the Chariot, trying to get things going, get things rolling. I feel like steeling yourself and saying, I'm okay with either outcome is going to be essential here. And the Six of Pentacles giving to this, the Queen of Swords being discerning, and the Emperor taking active action. Capricorn and Aries energy. Ooh, interesting. Because we are moving into Aries season. I feel like Cancerian energy is very appropriate here. Also, I'm seeing Mars and I'm thinking Leo as well. With the Tower. The Nine of Pentacles. Leo, Virgo, could be significant. Venus and Virgo here with the Nine of Pentacles. It's about it's pre-Empress energy. It's about knowing your worth and your value. Uh, dare to dream of what this would be like. I feel like there is, yeah. This feels like coming home to you. What felt like home, you may be considering, I don't know if this does anymore. Oh, yeah. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. There's a need for me to become sovereign, to become independent, to become stable, regardless of whatever is, yeah, the Hierophant here. Standing in the face of belief systems or of the way that things have always been done. Plutonic energy here with the Hierophant, Taurus and Libran energy, yes. The Page of Cups here, I feel like this is investigating your emotions of how this would feel for you to be sovereign and independent. If this is a relationship, it could be saying, how can I make myself more sovereign, more... For some of you, you may be choosing to forego relationship altogether and give love to yourself, give emotion to yourself. The Four of Pentacles. There is something here that you've been holding on to. The King of Pentacles. I feel like, yeah, the Six of Swords. For some of you, the Five of Cups. Okay, all right. So I'm getting that, yeah, there is a grieving process that needs to take place here for whatever this is. It may have been, you may need to offer yourself forgiveness for stepping away from something that was traditional, that was expected, that was I'm hearing always part of the plan. I felt like in a way you're deviating from this plan, and it may be an uphill battle. It may come with sadness, remorse, and regret. The Five of Cups here, as you look back at the past and say, yeah, you know what, it may have been an easier road, but it may not have been my road that I wanted to travel. What you're looking at here is the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're letting go of something, or you're clinging on to the stability that you've already gained here with the King of Pentacles. This is almost saying, like, I know that I'm not letting go of the fact that I know I'm stable. I have my stability. I have it. I am stable. And with that in mind, I can, whatever this tower is, whatever this tower brings, whatever this changes, whatever truth is spoken, revealed, whatever foundation crumbles, whatever I choose to no longer give to, I'll be just fine, because the Six of Swords, I'm moving on to calmer waters. I'm moving forward. Cancerian energy. This almost feels like this gives you a sense of relief. It may not be home anymore because it doesn't feel like home. The Four of Wands is essentially four corner posts. In this art depiction, he is making a lean-to in the middle of a snowstorm. And it's like, it doesn't have to be home forever, but it has to be home for now. It needs to provide structure and protection for the moment. As I weigh my options and nurture some passion that you have within you. I'll take that in the context of the art depiction on this card, or not. The Chariot is really asking for you to move forward with confidence and with a sense of peace here, despite anything that comes between you and what you want to achieve. The Nine of Pentacles, I feel like, is ultimately the goal here. For some of you, this could be in regards to religion. Yes, the Hierophant. It could be about mastery. It could be about learning. The two keys here represent truth and knowledge. Okay? Truth and knowledge. Wisdom and knowledge. Wisdom and truth. It's about mastering that truth and that wisdom that you hold inside of you. It can be about self-mastery. It can be about ascending to a level of spiritual mastery within oneself. I feel like this is being mastering your own identity as sovereign. You know that you are stable here. You are. You have no problem doing whatever it is that you want, or going wherever it is that you want. I'm I make the rules, and I did it my way. For some of you, you may really resonate with that. There's a peace in knowing that regardless of the outcome, you did it based on your terms. Your terms. You made the decision, you took active action, and you stood in your own sovereignty and said, this is what I choose. And I make no apologies for it. Oh, I like this. Okay, I really do. It does look like it comes with a bit of wistful, mournful looking back at the past of what could have been. We have the Chariot Cancerian energy. Of course, we have the Tower here. Again, mouth. Something that is spoken. Something that lifts a veil of illusion. And we are coming up on that time. We're actually actively speaking the truth, that are dissolving structures, that are dissolving thought patterns, that are dissolving pre-conditioned belief systems, or just going with the flow, I feel like. Some of you are saying, I'm not going with the flow anymore. In fact, if I have to fight an uphill battle, I absolutely will. Taurus and Libran energy here in the Hierophant, the Chariot Cancerian energy. And that is really all that we have as major arcana. I do want to call out the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Okay? Alright guys, I really do hope that you found this reading helpful or enlightening at the very, very least. If you're interested in a more in-depth personal reading with me, you can always book one in the description link down below. Also, if you're interested in any of the decks that you see me use here on the channel, you can find those by clicking on the description, or the link in the description box as well. Alright guys, take care, and I will see you again here soon.